Okay, I'd like to welcome you all to our Thursday edition of Insights and Updates. Got a fantastic presentation prepared for you today. I've got a couple of guests that I've invited to be here that I want them to share what we're kind of doing behind the scenes. This has to do with providing paid signups for the $10 pool. And basically anybody who's been participating in either the pool match me or the leads done for you program, they're going to be seeing this system that's ramping up now come in and fulfill orders and end up getting you guys some paid signups in the $10 pool. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the advertising side of the equation. Dave Nimovich. Hello, Dave.
What's up? Ace, what's up, everyone? Hello.
You can feel free to share your screen and whatever you'd like to do.
Sure.
Hunter will make sure to give you the power to do that.
Um, yeah, just enable that.
And then tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in advertising and just how big it is and how deep it goes and what we can expect when it comes to the advertising side of things.
Yeah, well, I'll back up because it really involves Garrett. I mean, although he's not, I've only known Garrett a couple months because I was going to have him, um, because he's an AI wizard. You'll see that in a minute, but he was going to build out a campaign for me to do some marketing. And then we fell out of touch for or his software, something happened with his developer and his software got locked up for a minute, but we'll get to that. But I reached back out to him and he was actually in pool funding like 6 months ago and he forgot to pay and dropped out. Didn't really, it was, he signed up and it was like, all right, book your onboarding meeting in a week. So he kind of lost the excitement when he saw the video. I saw pool funding in a school community that Paul posted a link, the whatever the AI emailer thing, I forget what the name of it was. That's how I found pool funding. But my background, I work with the VP partnerships at a demand side platform, basically those 30-second commercials on Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon. You can get laser targeted, run emails to those commercials, but that's really not even the angle we're at now. We're much more streamlined because the only problem with pool funding is getting people your link, and nobody wants to schedule a call with an onboarding agent. It's just that takes time. Like people don't want to be cold called. Like they want to chat with a bot, maybe they want to text. So Garrett and his wizardry, we've been working on this. So this is, I know that's Karen's video. So I won't play that, but this bot comes up here. So let me move. So this is just a sales bot. Oh, did I enable sound? Can you guys hear that? I don't know if I enabled sound.
Yeah, you probably need to go back out and enable sound.
Okay, because that's important. And- okay, so this page, is we're going to drive traffic to it tonight and see how it goes. So this bot will pop up.
Thank you for your interest in our pool funding system. Let's have a quick chat about your current situation. What's your name? Nice to meet you. Dave Pool Funding provides people with funds they don't have to pay back. No credit checks or paperwork is ever needed. You can use the funds for any lawful purpose. May I ask, what is the primary need you have for these funds?
And we're going to actually, I'll click on these so they can click on everything, but we're going to make it more, do you want passive income, not as like just people that are broke. So Garrett and I are meeting after this. So go through this and write down some ideas if you think anything. But this is just getting to see for people to see what pool funding could do So I'm open to suggestions on here, but whatever they click.
Poolfunding.io is here to help. Our unique system provides daily, scalable funds without repayment. Let's get started on meeting your goals today. Which leads me to ask, what is your current financial goal?
And we're going to add a time period on that as well as another. I sent this to a friend of mine that's in this. Anyways, my random
Think
commentary.
about what would change in your life as a result. If we could help you, Dave, how soon do you want to achieve your financial goal? I understand that securing between $1,000, $5,000 because you need to improve your cash flow is important. If we could help you solve this financial challenge immediately, would you be willing to take the next steps?
So here there's two paths. If they click yes, it's going to open up the onboarding bot, which you'll see that, but this is a FAQ, which they can just go through. They want to play that video. I'll send everyone the link. I'll put the link in the chat. But the onboarding bot is really, I mean, this sales bot's really good too. So this is actually the FAQ bot. So let's get back to, okay, how do I get started? Oh, I think, write this down. The onboarding bot, there's another link above that where the whole page will open. So this person, so we'll have all this data. You could get a text, not on this iteration, but you'll be able to get a text or email when the person fills this information out saying, hey, Billy Bob he's just onboarding, give him a call or text, and it'll text you their phone number. And we're going to change this to phone number instead of WhatsApp because not everyone has WhatsApp, and I think it'd just be a higher conversion rate.
Hello, Dave. My name is Ace. Welcome to my system. I'm super pumped that you've decided to try out our program here at poolfunding.io. We've crafted an innovative closed-loop financial system that harnesses the velocity of money within a 24-hour period. Let's get you set up for your new pool funding account. Do you have a MetaMask wallet?
And that's not Ace. That's just AI that did Ace. This is voice. So this just walks them through setting up, BNB. They downloaded MetaMask. Importing the USDT token. Okay. And they're checking each time, so it's, gives them time if they need to import it.
Oh, by the way, Dave, Garrett is.
Oh, Garrett hopped on?
Yeah, he's here.
He's at his son's swim meet.
Ah.
And for this spot, we had PFI in here, but it's too confusing with the $10 and the $1 pool because you can lose money. I did actually because I didn't do onboarding and Paul didn't have the 1 and the 10, and it was just too confusing. So for this spot, we're just going to have the 10 because it's just easier when it's just 10 and do it that way. So, and this is going to have separate instructions if you're on your phone because you have to paste it in MetaMask in the browser in MetaMask. And then at the end, this is when they're going to get their link. After they have all their funds or BNB in there. Oh. Oh. Garrett just texted me. Okay. This is much better. Okay, this is the onboarding bot. If they come through the FAQ, they're on the mobile onboarding bot, but this is on desktop, much more impressive. Sorry for double. And we're also going to add where if they have USDT, because some people may not need to go through all the instructions, we'll have where they can go immediately to the wallet address at the bottom of this. But this is all just going to be about numbers.
Hello, Dave. My name is Ace. Welcome to my system.
This is all about numbers. So if you're driving traffic super cheap, people who are into this or, you know, interested in crypto, they're going to be like, what is this? And it's not like a normal funnel. It's interactive. Tells you how to do everything. So I think this is going to be much more exciting to share because it's walking, they're going to have less questions. There's going to be an AI bot, customer service bot that Ace is going to have in pool funding in the dashboard. So that's going to answer most questions people are going to have. And once we get to the end of this, we have a new school community that once people are done, because you need somewhere to send people, it can't be Telegram. Telegram is not efficient for what to do. So we're going to drive everyone to school when we get done with this bot, and I'll post the school link in the chat. People can get in, you can, all of Ace's content's in there. You can, so this tells them how to swap.
Now it's time to connect and make your first $10 deposit into the.
Okay. And then this will open. So I think we need to add maybe one. So they'll get to this here, and then we still have to build this out, but this will be where everybody can go and they can say, I just funded my wallet. And we're gonna have rotators in here, traffic rotators. So because this is, all right, I'll do that later, but let me post the link in the chat so you guys can all check it out, and would love any comments. There's that, and I'll post the school link. And the school is brand new, but I don't know if you guys have been in school. It's very effective for, yeah, you'll be able to live transfer to a human. Like there could be any point in the chat, you could set up live transfer where you could personally be running that. This is once it's rolled out to everybody, you'd have their own bot and your own link. But you could set up, where you're running traffic for 3 hours and they can live transfer you to you, or you could have a calendar link in there. You can send them to your calendar because Garrett's software will have calendar built in. It's really like the best of everything. You'll have your own personal bots, CRM, and calendars all in one. And okay. Anyways. I was answering questions from chat, but any
right.
questions?
How about we bring Garrett into the conversation a little bit, see if he can speak or not. He's at his son's swim meet, I guess. So
Yeah, he may just be listening.
Maybe can't talk.
But we're gonna do a few, updates and edits, and then run traffic tonight. So a certain percent should sign up. If they have crypto, probably. I mean, if not, and we still have your email, phone, you could send them a text as well, or put them in autoresponder. I mean, that's because once you have their phone and email number, you could also do an offer with Pool Match Me. You could send them, hey, go join Pool Match Me. I mean, it's really endless.
Yeah, once it's working well for what we're doing in the as far as leads done for you and all that, we'll also, set up a system so that you guys can use it to invite your friends into the system, so they can see that it's completely automated. And right, Dave?
Yeah, I mean because that's what people want. People don't, besides, having to get on for 30 seconds and pay their $10. But
So
if people are interested, I mean, most
you can
people are
let,
not going to watch a 50-minute video.
yeah, let AI, drive the sales process, right? So it can, just basically, that'd be where you want to send your friends or whatever, send them over to an AI sales bot, and then from there, let the chips fall
That
where
you
they
can get for
fall,
free.
right? Yeah, yeah.
And that comes with pool funding. We may, maybe all the existing members can get, as soon as once we're on Garrett's platform, it'll be a lot easier to scale. Like right now, it'd kind of be a pain to give everybody their own link. I mean, we're like next week he could have it up, or two, not a long period. So we could do a rotator, offer rotators where if you're getting signups for, even if it's $50, which that seems high, when you're just running traffic to this bot, having engagements 24/7, building a list. You can call them if you want. Hey, I know you went through this bot. What do you? Yeah, it's crazy. You want it to work for you? I mean, it's so you're not necessarily leading with pool funding. Um, I was it wasn't ready. I was at a bluegrass festival. And there's a bunch of food trucks. Well, you could say, hey, I'll give you $100 a lead. Let me put this QR code. Do you want to make money, get more money than get free money, whatever it is. You're waiting 15 minutes for your food at the food truck. You're going to pull out your phone and scan that QR code. What do you mean free money? Then they get engaged with the bot. So it's just numbers. It's just and once people see it, it's different. It's cool. It's texting because they don't want to talk. They do not want to talk on the phone. No one wants to talk on the phone. I mean, grandma, older people do, which my mom, I still talk to her, but younger generation doesn't. You give them this bot and say this bot automation can work for you. Go to other leaders of MLMs because this could really be a feeder program, even though it pays more than any other opportunity, because you could get any leads. Now, once you have your own bot, you're collecting all those, and we're going to have build it out in System.io, which is free to start and super cheap. Otherwise, you can share funnels and all that. Or if you don't want to do that, just pay for the rotator.
So we have Gary
it's-
here, and so this is not his first rodeo. So maybe Gary could tell us about some of the other, industries he's been serving with the technology and how it's been working for them. Can you speak now, Garrett? Well, we can see you.
Yeah,
There he is.
yeah, absolutely. How's everybody doing? My son jumped off the diving board for the first time tonight, so
Wow, that's historic.
it's a pretty big deal. He's only 3,
Oh my God.
so we're all clapping for him. But anyway, yeah, that was a great presentation, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
I mean, yeah, you guys got any specific questions? I mean, other than that, because you covered most of it.
Yeah, tell us about your experience in using the same tech with other things. How it's
Okay,
done.
yeah, so I've been building these AI booking bots is basically what it is. This one's more of a onboarding bot, sales bot, but the gist of it is it qualifies the leads, right, without there having to be any human interaction, because you only want your time's valuable. Okay, so you only want to be talking to the people who are showing or taking action. There's a lot of people who say they're going to take action, do things, but 3 days after you talk to them, you don't ever hear from them again. So the way that this bot is built is they got to take action before they even get a link. Okay, so they literally get their whole MetaMask funded before they even get to see the pool funding website in this case. I mean, there'll be other ways that they can find his website, but the way that we're going to be running traffic is going to be kind of on a massive scale. And it's just that it'll be easier that way. You know what I mean? Because then we're going to only be talking to the people who are really serious, really interested. The people who get to the end of the onboarding bot will be invited to the school community, which is going to be all you guys, all of us. And, just like Ace preaches, to go instead of like all these videos and to be commenting on them. I mean, that's very awesome, but we can also have like a more tight knit community where everybody's commenting on each other's wins, social proof, you know, how much leads they got, whatever, like, especially the social proof. When you guys start posting that stuff, you know, it's going to be huge. Just that aspect alone of it, not including all the other cool aspects of, you know, this community. And what we're doing with school is basically combining his Telegram and his YouTube. And I guess these meetings as well. So the meetings will be kind of integrated into that school platform. So we'll all be able to see when his next meeting is and have the link right there, and it all be consolidated instead of having 3 different platforms.
All right.
So it'll be a lot quicker and a lot more scalable for us, especially when you guys are, you know, putting your links out there into the world and saying, you know, especially like having the attention grabber of having AI qualify your leads in the fintech space. It's ahead of its time is basically what it is. And to answer or to talk about what Ace wanted me to, as I build these booking bots, a lot of times for local businesses, brick and mortar businesses that are service based. You could do them product based too. Like I'm working with one restaurant and it works as well too. You can even have basically where the bot takes orders and sends those orders directly to the restaurant owner or whoever needs to get that notification to make that order. So it gets pretty cool. Right now, we're really in an early stage of this for his platform. It's been kind of a heavy build. And so if you guys have anything that you think could make it better, any questions or any pain points that really seems to help when you're talking to leads, you know, shoot them over to Ace and he'll let me know if I need to add something, delete something, change something, or anything like that. But we will be adding on to this and making it more solid and flow as perfectly as possible without having to actually have a human involved. You only want to talk to somebody once they come on board, really. And then the whole community can talk to them and answer questions for you, right? So like you yourself don't have to be that person that carries that heavy load. You can bring them to the community and have the community basically do the selling and telling.
Fantastic. That's awesome. So let's change gears a little bit and talk about how fast we can create traffic. So I think that's more up Dave's alley. So driving traffic to this, tell us about that.
Well, really, Garrett, mine's more commercials. Like once we're ready to run Netflix commercials and Hulu and retargeting, once there's traffic, because we can retarget customers that come, but that'd be maybe a domain, and then we're running rotators or something. But Garrett's actually has a different platform using push traffic, like on your phone, where you'll be surfing in an app, and an ad, just a text will come up. And it's going to say, hey, do you want whatever it is? You want more money? Do you need money? Click here. Do you want AI to work for you? Click here. We're running that because the bot's really 99% done. So it will be done after we talk. We're going to run a campaign tonight into tomorrow to see how it goes. I mean, it can be set up quick. We just need to see if it's not converting, or you need such a small percentage of, I mean, if you run 100,000 clicks, you need 10 people with the brain to see this. Oh, I want to do this.
Right. So how quickly could we get 10,000 clicks, for example?
Very quickly. So if you don't put a limit on the traffic, you basically get that 10,000 clicks in a few minutes.
How about that, guys?
It's a limit on your budget.
Yeah. So it's basically on our budget. We can blow through $1,000 in a few minutes. The traffic's out there. It's so abundant that's why it's basically so cheap. It's like a cent a click. So you're literally only paying for somebody who's interested in your message. You're paying a cent a click. And like Dave said, it is a numbers game until you start getting the retargeting, and then you can start retargeting these people on your Facebook. So they see the message in multiple places, start getting trust with it.
Yeah, I mean, we can run commercials to, you can run Hulu commercials to your email list. I mean, once you have a big, so an ACE will have emails from school. I mean, you probably have them segmented somewhere too, but just run, hey, the $100 pool's launching, and you're running TV commercials with the QR code to a rotator that everybody, it'd just be one rotator if you're getting millions of clicks. Because you don't need, I really don't want more than 10 people I want to deal with. But the problem is on the rotator, you're not necessarily going to know the names because it's a rotator. So the name's not necessarily tied to your wallet. But once you have your own system, you'll know all your leads.
That's right.
So
Yeah, so
Then
right
for
now
this
it's
next
more of a general
week or
system,
something.
and just like it's kind of built now, you really won't know who is under you, um, unless you get paid or that person sees your first name on your account. But other than that, it's really kind of a closed system. You really don't get to reach out. When we do release this, like Dave said, there will be where it's personalized to you, and you'll get email notifications when somebody has a question or when somebody's finished your onboarding bot, and allows you to follow up with them. um, that will be in step 2, phase 2. And then in phase 3, when we actually get the software live, you will actually all have your own accounts. So we'll have the whole done for you AI with this offer in there, but you guys can also basically create unlimited offers with anything else you have going on in your lives.
All right, so that's a good bridge right there. So let's get the feedback from those that are attending our training today. Share with us and what you think about Dave and Garrett and the direction that Pool Funding is heading with this automation. Feel free to unmute and share your thoughts.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Steve.
You said you could pinpoint the target. Pretty soon you could figure out the people we need to send it to. Like, could it be opportunity seekers and them only, or it has to be a combined group?
So like you meaning like as the campaign itself? Who we're
Yes.
targeting?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to be targeting the most relevant traffic for you guys. And eventually I will have like a video uploaded in the school group that shows you how to basically create your own campaign,
Okay.
right? So you can have your own thing going, your own campaign. You can target your own people. But right now, the only way to get into this would be basically to get on the rotator, and then we'll do it for you. And that's during testing phases, right? So we're just testing out the AI, making sure everything's clean, doesn't break, and all that.
Right. Sounds good.
Sweet.
Do we have a, this is Mike Cassie. Do we have a price yet? And I know it's early, so if you don't, that's fine. What it might cost us in any aspect of this?
For the rotator or for the AI itself? Or
Well, yeah, just kind of touch on pricing, in all aspects, if you would.
Yeah, it's pretty early to come up with an exact number right now because we're just going to start the testing. But the point
It's
is,
not going to be a lot.
I
I mean,
understand that.
we want to keep it as low as possible, right? So
yeah, we were thinking during the testing phases, and when we do initially roll out the rotator, it'll be about $25 a month. And there'll be probably multiple stages of that too. That'll probably just, but like Ace said, it needs to be fairly cheap, but you can't be too cheap on your advertising as well. You want results. So
It's gotta
but if
be
you can get a
right.
sign up for $50, $25, that's insane. Because and then
Oh,
and
yeah.
you don't need a
We
ton.
understand that. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, who has a calculator?
if someone ends up with a paid sign up in the $10 pool for $50, I think they'd be thrilled. Wouldn't you guys
Oh,
agree?
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not trying to tie anybody down at the moment.
Yeah,
I know it's
it's
preliminary. So
Yeah.
yeah, I got you.
That sounds very reasonable.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and
mean,
really, the chat bot, there's no cost because that's all online. If once you get into texting and phone like live transfers, which like when everyone has their own, there could be you'd be paying for usage like a penny an email or if you want the bot to call. I mean, so that's the only cost, which would be maybe $50 a month, like not a lot. You're not going to need 100 people. You could do a rotator for your team, like say, because once you get your 8 or 10, you're going to want to start using people that you brought in that you know to build that firm foundation, because you don't need 20 people.
Correct.
It's
Duplication
too many
is
wallets.
critical, right? So my vision has always been that as soon as a person joins, they should immediately working to get 2 to come in, ideally before they complete their 3 days of onboarding, right? So
Yes.
that's the ideal situation, is that we're growing that fast where someone joins,
Well, and also
within 2
run
days
traffic
they
for
got
your
they
like
got 2 other
spend
people.
$50 for your new teammates. I mean, people that come in, run traffic for them.
And did you mention
'Cause-
where, I'm sorry, did you mention where that traffic is coming from? Google,
Everywhere.
Facebook, wholesale, because there are wholesale platforms as well that I'm aware of.
And so if you have any sort of like a media buying background, what it is basically a network, and they have publishers on that network and they have
Correct.
advertisers on that network. The
Yes.
publishers basically post a pixel on their websites from that particular network, and what they're doing is selling their traffic. And then us as an advertiser will be buying that traffic. So this traffic will be coming from certain people's websites that have agreed to post these on there. And so they will be in the form of web pushes. They either click off of it, or when they click your link to see more, that's when you basically pay for the click. Otherwise, you don't pay for anything. And so we're only going to be paying for people who are interested in the initial message. And then they will be going to your landing page, which will then funnel them into eventually your onboarding, which will do everything for you up until them depositing and getting invited to the school group. So
And these are all relative
clean.
sites, obviously,
Yeah.
like opportunity seekers, work at home, that kind of thing.
Everybody who's
Yeah, I
basically
mean,
wants
it really
money,
anyone who wants more money, though. I mean,
Yeah.
it will
opportunity
qualify.
seekers
So
is absolutely a good niche, but there's a lot more people in the world right now that are actually seeking, funding that they don't have to pay back. Because you really don't got to. I mean, it's easier to target those people because they're more understanding of what we're doing and how it works. But there's also other people out there who are willing to learn, and so we're trying to target everybody and anybody who's willing to learn.
And will you be testing those different segments of the market to see what you get for a return, and as to how many have clicked on it, what you get for those that have gone through the process and joined, and those kind of things?
Yes, sir. We will do optimization on the campaigns, and when we start getting data, we will basically start deleting the places that don't do us good, and we'll keep the places that do good, right? So conversions, we can track conversions in this campaign, and so we can obviously see, if we got 100 clicks and 1 conversion over here, but 100 clicks and 28 conversions over there, you know what I mean? We may or may not just give it a few more data, but other than that, we just want to keep the best.
Correct. Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, these are great questions. Keep them coming, guys.
What's your time frame for testing, and how long will you be testing?
That's a great question. So I wanted to get done by Friday. I've ended up getting done by today, and we will be testing basically tonight, tomorrow, and throughout the weekend, and hopefully be done testing by Monday.
And do you feel that's a sufficient amount of time?
Yeah, it'll be some sufficient amount of time. I just got to make sure that your guys' bot goes, like, the flow is good without there being any hangups or anybody getting stuck anywhere. And so we're just going to run a campaign to run a couple of people through it.
Hey, be quiet.
Yeah, then we'll basically have a rotator of all the people that have purchased on both Pull Match Me and Leads Done For You, and then there'll be that rotator will be inserted after the testing period. And then that's when we'll be able to start providing paid signups not just dead leads, you know. Done for you.
I have a quick question for Garrett. Garrett, will you be able to see in the AI where people stop, if you will, or continue, or where somebody that say left where they left off or left out, got out of it? Will you be able to follow that?
Yes, my entire flow is recorded the entire way, so I will be able to see where people drop off.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's not too many hang up points during it though,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So there's not too many hang up points in the AI process.
Great. Thank you. Excellent.
Cool,
Okay.
come on. Oh, somebody else has a question.
So the boys have had some questions. How about any of the girls here? Any girls have any questions?
Quick question.
Are
Quick
they
question, Ace.
excited? Go ahead.
Have you set a price as to, the entry price for pool funding through AI? Is that a set price for everyone, or is that variable? We can set it if we get our own AI, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right now everything is, in the early stages, and
Yeah, I
we
gotcha.
don't have enough data to really, set price points on much right now.
Yeah.
We can
It would probably
anticipate.
just be a one-time fee for the bot. Like if you personalize the bot, I'd imagine not. I can't, and then just paying for usage. Other than that, there's,
Well,
because
no, I meant for the end user.
Yeah.
Do we know what that is? Not us as a member, but for the person coming into pool funding.
they would just have their $10, just joining the $10 pool.
Are you just talking about the pool fees?
Yeah, I mean, we typically say between 250 and 300 now.
Oh,
But
no.
I know again, it's early. I don't know what that is.
They're experimenting right now with $100 for one account.
Yeah, I would say 100. I mean, if someone had 50, I would tell them they have enough to join with the bot.
Yeah.
That's 4 days. They send the bot to some of their friends to wherever. You could get 2 signups and not be out more than 50, but 100 is that's 9 days.
Okay, so when we sign up for if someone comes in and signs up for the $10 pool, they're not getting sub accounts. Is that correct, Ace?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's complicates it too much for new people.
It would slow us down on
Yeah.
the automated for automation. So it's not a fit, right? So when you look at the automation, it's a better fit to keep it really super streamlined, simple, and just have one account, and then hurry up and fill those 2 spots. Like that was the original idea, guys. Those
Right.
sub account
Yeah.
was just kind of and we've kind of seen
Well-
I think we've seen the result of sub accounts, and what we need is growth. We don't need sub accounts. We need growth, right?
Right, exactly. And Ace, if I'd like to say that actually lowers the barrier to entry, which will help speed up the growth factor, I think, personally.
Exactly. Yeah. So it can work all the way around, but whatever it costs, it's going to be worth it if we all know four solid relationships turns into $1 million a year. So,
right.
Even
Yeah,
if you
very good.
ended up spending $1,000 over a period of time to get $1 million a year, that would be worth it, right? So, the bottom line is we're going to try to make it, in bite size, easy, digestible. You can step up, and then eventually we have a system that is very appealing to share with other people, so that people don't get hung up on, oh, I'm afraid of rejection. Well, if you're sending them to the AI salesperson, right? The AI doesn't care, right? He doesn't feel rejected, right? So
Yeah.
People have more fun talking to the bot anyways than humans. So
there you
And
go.
I think the other factor is that we're making it easier for them to be able to be onboarded than a longer process. So I see that
And-
as a huge plus.
there can still be the option, hey, do you want to do an onboarding call with someone? You can easily put that in there. Hey, for $5, here's a calendar invite, schedule a call. I mean,
Yeah.
because a certain percent of the population may want that. So
Yeah, so first of all, the way this is going to be used is going to be strictly for fulfilling the current list of orders that have been put in to Pull Match Me and to Leads Done For You. We want everybody to get a sign up. How about that? What if you paid for 5 leads and you end up with a sign up, right? What if you paid for 10 leads?
Sure.
You end up with 2 signups, you know? I think everybody's gonna be happy there, you know, in Pull Match Me, you know, at least a sign up, maybe 2 in the $10 pool, you know. But what we want to do is make the, you know, it's technically less than 100 of you have participated in both the programs combined. So I just have to make less than 100 of you happy about what you paid for in the end here, and then we can just move forward from there.
Right. It's all about duplication.
It is about duplication. That's the key. And we can speed up the time frame from a point where someone signs up and a point where they've got 2 solid referrals that are paying every day. That if we can reduce that down to just a few days, you know, ideally 1, 2, 3 days, that'd be the ideal. That's really my target. It's always been my target.
Right. Positive cash flow. Correct.
And then we would explode. I mean, if we're basically tripling in size every 3 days, that'd be huge.
Awesome.
There'd be millions of people in this thing by the time we get to the end of the year. So there you go. That's what this turn towards automation is leading towards. So, all right. Well, is that everybody that wants to contribute today? Can we all unmute and thank both Dave and Garrett for the hard work they've already done?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Appreciate
guys.
it.
gentlemen.
Appreciate it. Amazing. Been
Awesome.
looking for you. Thank you.
Very good.
Amazing program.
All right.
Great job, guys.
Thank you so much. for that.
Congratulations on your son as well, Garrett. with that dive. Must have been a special moment.
As long as it wasn't a belly flop, all is good. Okay.